All right, everyone, welcome back to another week, Monday. Got Dan with me today. We're gonna get started warm up today. We got 4 minutes. Get right into it. 20 jumping jacks, just your old school cardio class jumping jacks. I know, we're bringing them back. Then 10 squats, nice and slow, weight back on the heels, chest up, down below parallel, knees pointing out. And then 10 presses. We'll grab a dumbbell. And just a strict press, keeping that core nice and tight, squeezing the glutes. You can do it 2 hands on the dumbbell, 1 hand on the dumbbell. Just make sure you're locking out, ears through to the biceps. And then lastly, 5 inchworms. So down, touch the floor. We're gonna walk it out. Then you can either walk your feet back up to your hands or your hands back up to your feet, depending how much room you have. So we're gonna do those 4 movements for 4 minutes. And then we're gonna do the work for today. So we're gonna do a little bit of strength shoulder work. So we're going to start with the seated shoulder press for 2 sets. If you're using a dumbbell, we're going to do 8 per arm for the 2 sets. If you're using a barbell, it's just 8 total. So seated, keeping that core nice and tight, no twisting and turning, and we're just pressing it overhead. Strict press, again, ear through to the bicep, lock out overhead. No arching your back to get it up there. Keep that core nice and tight. So that's 2 sets, 8 per arm or 8 total. From the strict press, we're going to go into the push press. So now we're standing up. Again, with the dumbbell, it's going to be 2 sets. This time it's going to be 13 per arm, or if it's a barbell, it's just going to be 13 total. So with the push press, it's a slight dip and then driving it up overhead. So we're using that hip drive to get that weight up overhead. So if you have weight where you can go a little heavier than the strict press, then you're going to do that. But if not, we're up in the reps anyway, so you're going to be working just as hard. And then lastly, we're going to work our way up to the push jerk. And this time it's going to be 15 reps per arm, again for the 2 sets, or with a barbell, 15 reps total. So this time we dip, drive it overhead, but when we catch it in a redip and then stand it up. So that extra redip allows us to get that heavier weight overhead before standing it up. So again, if you have weight at home where you can ascend as you work your way through this, then that's great. If not, we're doing more reps anyway, so we're going to be working just as hard. Once we work our way through the work, we got our WOD for today. So today we've got 8 rounds for time, with 3 movements. First one up is the snatch. If you're using a dumbbell, we're doing 6 alternating dumbbell snatches. So dumbbell starts on the ground between your legs, straight up overhead, using that hip drive to drive it up. We can alternate in the air or on the ground. It's up to you. If you're using a barbell, it's 4 barbell snatches. Weight is 135/95, so it's a little bit on the heavier side, but it's a low amount of reps. After the snatches, we're going into 6 box jump overs. So up, over to the other side. Dan's probably gone out of your screen here. When you're doing a box jump over, you don't need to fully extend at the top. You just need to get over to the other side. So 6 box jump overs, 24-inch for men, 20-inch for women. And then lastly, we're going to go 30 lateral hops over the dumbbell or the barbell, whichever you're using for your WOD, 2 feet together, hopping back and forth. So you jump with 2 feet, you land with 2 feet. If you do need to scale that, you can step over 1 foot at a time. So I get the heart rate going and then right back into it. We've got 8 rounds of those movements and it's a 12-minute cap, so you got to be hustling to get through it. And that's it for today, and we'll see you tomorrow.